Hello, hello. This is Aries the Fool back again once again. It's been at least about a month since the last video I uploaded. I taken a little bit of a break from Mugen after being burnt out trying to make an AI tournament, which I'm going to admit right now is probably not going to happen, at least not for that particular build, because I decided to scrap the Forever Build series, but I decided to do something a little bit different. Like, a little bit different, a little bit the same. Okay, I got back into Mugen. I got interested in making videos about Mugen again. I decided to make a bunch of multiple builds to use in Mugen videos. And that eventually led me to making a screen pack. So yeah, let's focus on that. This video is both a little announcement for the future, a channel update, and also a little bit of a preview for a project I'm pretty happy with so far. You see, a while ago I made a screen pack for Eichmann Go. This would ultimately result into the first screen pack I ever made, Red Magic Project. I named it basically after Romelia Scarlet spell card from Toho, but that's beside the point. The problem with that screen pack is I didn't really have a PC capable of running Eichmann Go. I couldn't even record footage of that screen pack. Plus, I also no real interest in Eichmann Go because it's kind of demanding on my system. So I wanted to make a screen pack for Mugen, vanilla Mugen. And the first attempt at doing that was the first one I showed you in that other Mugen video. That one's not the screen pack I'm here to show you. I'm here to show you Red Magic Reborn, a Mugen 1.1 4x3 size screen pack I'm working on. Now, admittedly, when I first started this project, I was worried I wouldn't remember enough from the previous time I made a screen pack, but turns out there's not too much issues figuring it out. Kind of works a bit like the Dwarf Fortress modding system in a way. So yeah, I'm going to show you footage of this particular screen pack. In fact, I'm going to record myself looking at the video right now. So yeah, Red Magic Reborn. It's basically a red themed screen pack, pretty similar to the style I had in the first one. And it's pretty much been completely made in paint.net. Now it's a bit simple, a bit kinda flash gamey, but it does look pretty nice. Like for example, the character select screen looked pretty good. I was able to plan out how many slots I needed for this particular section of the screen pack by essentially using paint.net to make a bunch of squares in the size that I want. And that proved very well. I made like 3 separate sizes, so if I ever get to the point of making more or less slots an option for this one, I could just use that. But yeah, I basically just handmade most of this right here, and it turned out pretty good. I used like a special color scheme. I decided to go minimalist because I figured that was the easiest way to make a good screen pack, and it just looks really nice to me. Not perfect by any means, I'm not a professional artist, but I'm enough of an artist to know how to make at least something decent, at least color wise. Though I did use a bit of help to get the color scheme from a website called Coolers or Colors or something. It's color with the word cool in it. It's kind of weird. So, yeah, it's a bit bare bones right now. I do plan on adding new features like maybe some scrolling text to the top and bottom of the versus screen. But yeah, I've added some sound effects from a itch.io section into it. So it has like the retro shonen anime sound effects on it. But yeah, looking back at the title screen, I think the title screen turned out very well. I mean, not the title screen, the main menu. I think the title screen is going to be like a separate thing. Because that's like the real thing where I want to get doing with this. You may notice that the main menu has like this big black square right in the middle. Now, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that just yet, but the plan initially was to either have a static image that changed depending on which option you select on the menu, or like a video playing in the background. Not sure how to do either of those things, but I could do something with it at least. If both of those plans don't work, I could just put like a little filtered screenshot or something in there to make it look a little bit more fancy. There's like a little box, just below that black screen that I think I'm gonna try and use to put like a message for each mode you select. I'm not sure. I don't really know how to do that yet, but I'll get there when I get there, I guess. I'm pretty sure the Red Magic Reborn logo would. Well, it's not a logo, it's just a bunch of text using a font. Speaking of fonts, I did get a bunch of fonts to use for this. I believe the one I'm using for the menus right now is Robot Crush from the website I got it from. I'll put it up on screen. I also used Astral Delight and Astronomica or whatever for the text like this, the team mode text. Honestly, I really like how this particular screen pack is turning out. It's a bit simple, but it doesn't look terrible. It's pretty chill, kind of cool. Now, my hope for this particular screen pack in the future, I can just take the screen pack's colors and swap them around and maybe change the logo, change a couple of things, and basically use it as like a master screen pack for whichever themes I want to have my Mugen be. This is kind of partly the reason why I wanted to make a screen pack in the first place, because the existing options are definitely good, but they're also very specific. Like, it's either recreations of existing fighting game UIs, or the style that the original ones used are just not the kind of thing I'm going for. But yeah, Red Magic Reborn. This will be the project I'm working on for quite a while. At this point, I think the next step I'm going to take is making some life bars for it, or at the very least find a life bar that I can pair with it. But yeah, when that's done, I'll show you guys how it's done. Alright, that'll be it for today. And I'll update you when this screenback is done. See ya next time. Peace.